They'll get it when they get it.
Now let's get into the good stuff, man.
Let's do it.
Talk to us about your book, man.
Yeah, man. I got one. Pass it around. Let y'all check it out.
Appreciate you.
Different story. Destined for Roads Not Taken. It's an acronym, obviously, but yeah, it's really a movie script. When I got back in 2017, back up against the wall. You know what I mean? I wasn't finna get back in the streets or ask somebody to pay my rent, so I just put the notes in book form and got the hustling. You know what I mean? And here we are. 5 years later, going on 6th of September, man. Stupid, man. Went crazy. It did better than what I thought it was. Originally, I was only supposed to do 100 books just because of the way that I did and put it out. But, once the ball got rolling, it was too late to turn back. So I just kept it moving, man. Just kept the campaign going.
So, how many did you end up getting out?
Well, I'm still doing. I had somebody ask me to buy something yesterday. I jumped on their live, wish me happy holidays. But I'm well over 1,200 now. I'm close to 13. Self-published.
New York best-selling author right now.
Yeah, for real, man. Self-published. I print out every one that I sell, I touch. I print them right here in Birmingham, but I'm getting ready to look for an all-black print company now for the new campaign. So if anybody out there, all-black print company, holler at me. I got some work for you. But yeah, man. I honestly didn't know I would be doing this or it would do what it did or anything. So all this is still kind of brand new to me.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, man.
So, besides not wanting to get back in the streets, what inspired the concept, or what just made you write a book?
So I had a dream really. Now the actual body of the work was initially supposed to be the storyline for a music video. Mm-hmm. And then I saw a contest, short film competition that you can win 10,000. This is right before I joined the Army. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, man, I can put a little bit more thought and creative to it to make it from a video to a short film. That 10,000 sound good. Oh, and then, I just got to write one. My frat brother's Hannah, he read it, told me to add a love interest to it. And here we are, man, we got the book. But ultimately, I want to do a short film to win that 10,000. And then once I got to doing homework about how to do it, and you got to hire actors and certain cameras, and it would have cost me damn near more to shoot it than to make. Mm-hmm. But I still had the concept and the idea. So when I went to the military, I was just like, yo, I know I was going to get out. I just took it from a short film to a film, just put my work to it, and here we are 3 years later.
That's what
I'm 14.
Now, talk to me about that process of, writing a book. Cause I've been wanting to write a book, but more so the ones that you put on Audible. I guess it's slipping.
Ebook.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. So again, it's not like a book. So when I initially wrote it, I had like a notepad. I still got the notepad, but it was like 7 to 8 pages. And then when I got overseas, I ain't really hang with my unit for real. And obviously, it's only so much you can do when you're down range. So I literally just sat in front of the computer as I was reading the notes. I just filled it in. And then once I got to a certain point, I stopped. And then when I got back, I just kept adding. And then in 2016, I just kept adding to the script. So again, it's not like I said, hey, I want to write a book. Mm-hmm. This was, again, the idea was to be a music video, then a short film, then a film. So again, I took the notes and just put it in book form, just had it formatted, and just push literature through, the mentor and whatnot. So, I mean, it did way more than I imagined it for it to do. So, yeah, bro, here we are. You know what I mean? Now I can say I'm an author by accident. For real.
I don't think most authors can say that. Most authors usually
Yeah. And that's why here we are 5 years later, man. Like, I had no idea that I would be doing book pop-ups and going to certain meetings and certain conferences. And this book is like a key to certain doors that certain people wouldn't even talk to me if I was trying to rap or if I just had a basic job or a regular job. But because I got that book, certain people look at me certain people look at me different. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, before I put the next one out, I kind of really want to kind of grasp the concept of going to sitting on panels and, talking to specific individuals and figuring out how to actually publish a book opposed to self-publishing a book. So, yeah, I just been in the lab doing my homework, but I done helped 30, 40 people write one, so it's nothing for me to help you write one. It's easy.
I gotta remember my concepts. That was like 2 years ago. I just kind of can't think of nothing.
All right, so again, going back to the yellow notebook paper, that's how I started. I started on 7 sheets of paper. And here we are right now, almost at 1,300 after Trump, selling them like CDs.
That is crazy. Who
Yeah,
gonna do
bro.
that after Trump no more?
Yeah, bro. So I mean, and it worked because you get 100% of your money like right then, opposed to going to Amazon and they sending you a check and you gotta wait once a month. So if I can give you this and you give me $10 or $20, that's instant gratification. You know what I mean?
True.
And people have like a personal relationship with it. Is you get to ask them more questions opposed to looking at a picture online. You know what I mean? You get to kind of like talk to me for 5 or 10 minutes or 2 to 3, hear my story, kind of like touch it and read it. And be like, oh man, that's dope. You actually talk to somebody who did exactly what you want to do. So I think it's more important than doing it the self-published way. You know what I mean? Again, you get to be more personable. But yeah, bro, changed my life.
So how did you know when you were done writing? I assume this would be like a process that you just keep revisiting.
Yeah, so I know I got to the end of the movie. You know what I mean? So even in the book, disclaimer, it's a cliffhanger. Like I learned that in school that if, you gotta grab people's emotions and you gotta leave them wanting more. So I didn't put everything in it. So now people are, oh man, I want the second book. I want the second one, or you gotta get, or I can see it as a movie, and they want to see what happened in the end. So that gave me enough time to be like, all right, I can wait 2-3 years to figure it out before I give them something else. And before I did that, I was like, man, I might as well go ahead and give him the movie and let him see it like that, opposed to me putting it in another book for him. But yes, now I'm at 10 scripts now, so I'm just gonna do the same thing, shoot this movie, then write the next one, take those notes, put it in book form, push that for a year or two, and then keep going back and forth, so I can make 2, 3, 4 streams of income just off of one piece of work. So if anybody that can write a podcast or a music song, producer, you can write a book or a movie script. Super easy.
So, with your, of course, gonna do part 2.
Right.
So you gonna do the movie with the part 2 included?
Yeah. So at the end, I got like if we can get to it, like I say, chapter 5. And then at the end, if once you read it, I say overtime, and that's kind of like the last quarter of the movie. So instead of me putting it in another book, I actually put it on the big screen. So say you read it and you at the end of the book, but it's still 20-30 minutes left in the movie. So you're gonna be twice as much engaged as someone who's never read the book because you're already anticipating what the end gonna be like. So you just imagine 12 or close to 1,300 people that got it and read it and read the book and want to actually know what happened. I guarantee them same people that supported about the first one going to be at that movie theater watching that movie. So
that's pretty dope. I don't think I've never seen it like that.
Yeah, so that's how I'm gonna do. That's kind of gonna be like my tagline. All my books gonna be cliffhangers to make you want to watch the movie.
I like it.
Indeed.
I live, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, I can come back for some.
Yeah, man. Keep them one more. Now you got lawyer, and then you can help them. And it's not like they just gotta support you. You can show them love and support them as well. They might be inspired by what you've done and how you did it and your creative genius on why you did it the way you did it. So yeah.
That's what's up. So when is your projected date for the movie?
So I start my campaign in January. Projected, I want to start shooting around 24. I think it should be seen around 25. So I started in January. My homecoming, I went to Payne College in Augusta, Georgia, is on February 10th and 11th. So everything I put in this book is what I learned from Payne College. And then other personal experiences to help with specific scenes or whatnot. But for the most part, it's based Harlem Renaissance era, New York, and then DC. Wale was one of my favorite artists. So the main character goes to Northwest DC, a high school in DC, which is the same high school that Wale went to in DC or what have you. But everything I learned is from Payne. So I think it's full circle that it's only right that I start the movie campaign exactly the place to what gave me the information to write this book. So then once I do that, September get here, I'll go through the summer. September we'll do the football season again, and then December, January I plan on having auditions and figuring out who want to do what, table reading. So by May, I don't see why we shouldn't be shooting it from August to December 23 to 24. Shit, we ready to rock and roll.